I've got a whole bunch of questions. Why and how are a couple of them. There's a part of this. That's a snake skin. What's up, guys? We are out at Sargent Beach today. Got my wife Brittany with me. We're in the wrecker. We have an interesting one today. So we got a call about a Subaru Forester, right?
Yeah.
A Subaru Forester that caught on fire down the beach somewhere. Not sure the exact story of how everything happened, but apparently the guy went to the hospital. The car's been out here since yesterday, I believe, and they called us to go pick it up and tow it out of here. So we're gonna make our way down the beach and see if we can't fill in some blanks. We're also kind of racing the weather, because we got these storms behind us. The little tropical disturbance that's made its way over Florida and Louisiana, that whole section twice now. Just like keeps making a loop. It's now moving through the area here. Right now it's all off the shore, so it's not raining here where we are. So we're gonna try to get this and get it out before the road gets any more muddy than it might already be. So we're gonna hop in the wrecker here and we're gonna get going, see if we can't find where this thing's at. All right, we've made it kind of down to where the high road is getting pretty bumpy, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock our hubs in. So I anticipate the need for four-wheel drive here pretty shortly. We'll go ahead and have the hubs locked for whenever that time comes, because it only gets worse from here. All right, so we found it. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up. We're still a little bit away. It's right over there. You can see the top of the car sticking up, and all the burnt grass and everything around it. We actually just talked to the the driver's dad, and he kind of gave us some directions, and this was kind of pretty much exactly where they dropped the pin at. So I'm kind of glad that they actually had us a good location for once. All right, so we have made it here. So there is a whole big spot of burned up spot of marsh here. We got our rubber boots on now, not because I really anticipate it being muddy, but because I don't want to go trudging through all this ash and soot and then have to track all this stuff back into the truck. So we're gonna do this so we can at least wash our feet off or something, you know, clean the boots up. Look at this whole spot burned up here. So I'm hoping the ground is hard like this all the way out there, and I could maybe back in from over here to over there, but I don't know. We're gonna do a little bit of recon here and figure out. So please watch out for rattlesnakes. This is really, really bad. Just been walking through a bunch of salt grass because it's all burned up. Making it? Just walk.
I'm trying.
Thank you. It's all rocky and hard, it seems like. Seems pretty firm. Thankfully, I don't think it's rained a bunch down here yet because of this little tropical storm and stuff. So look at this. I've got a whole bunch of questions. why and how, or a couple of them. There's a part of this. That's a snake skin. Huh? Come here. That's what I was just telling her, to watch out for snakes, because I guarantee you they are everywhere out here. See the snake skin? Here. That's what I was saying. Watch where you step, because we're in their house right now. So yeah, I don't know how or why. There's a jack underneath it. I'm assuming maybe they got stuck and then tried to lift themselves up and then caught the grass on fire. I don't know. It is completely burned. Nothing left in this thing. Wow. I don't even know what to say about this one. How the heat like rippled the roof. Like, that's crazy. That's wild. Alright, so we touched base with the customer, and this is the first time they've seen the scene since this happened yesterday. I said the driver was taken to the hospital. I'm not sure what kind of injuries or anything like that. Assuming, you know, probably burns and something along the lines of that. You know, probably trying to put out the fire and save his car and stuff. But keep him in your thoughts and prayers, because they're definitely going to need it. I think I'm going to kind of back in from over here and try to get it up and over here, because I might need some lift to help assist this thing up. So I want to get a little bit closer to it over here and see how this goes. Start getting out of here. Once we get it out, then I gotta try to dolly it to get it out of here, which is going to be the fun part. So we're gonna go ahead and get to work in here, try to beat this rain. Let's set my winch brake. Get it idled up. And the gloves, we're gonna need them. Should only really need probably one winch cable. I'm probably gonna run two out just so I can kind of. I really don't need two. I'm just gonna go with one. Grab this chain, I believe. Yeah, they need some Yankum synthetic line. Make pulling this winch line out a lot easier. This is going to be long enough. Get it here. Kind of like that. I think I need my spade or anything. I might. Winch brake's not holding. Try to. Might have to get my spade. My spade on here. Let's put the spade on it real quick. Have to use my new in the ditch dollies that I was talking about the other day. Off there. Doing this by myself. Now I can dig myself in. Now that's in the ground. Can't pull me back. My goal is get this thing out of here far enough to where I can get it lifted up, get my dollies under it. Might have to just drag this thing out of here to get it onto the trail. When we get it too far, I want to do some cleanup. Get some of these chunks of the car and trash. Try to leave the ratchet strap. This is glass. I don't really understand why or how or what. You know, the driver was taken to the hospital. Trunk's wheel. There's the jack. Try to get some of this stuff out of here. Look at this chunk of aluminum. It's like in there. It's like melted down into the ground. Getting that out of there. That is. All right. We're gonna keep pulling this thing back. Thinking just hooking a chain or something onto it and just dragging it out to the road. Now that it's up and out of there, you know. All right. So I'm thinking we need one of these, a couple of these. One of my endless loop straps, because let's go with the short one. We don't need a whole big old long strap for distance. One in, so one into here. Go under or over the wheel left. Go under it, I think. Through there. That way we're pulling evenly on the back of the toe points here. Still have a little bit more cleanup to do, I'm sure. All right, I'm gonna just try to drag it out to the main road. chunks of car we lost. We lose any chunks of car?
Lots, actually.
Lots, like little bits or like large chunks?
Little bits.
As long as it's just little bits we can clean up, that's fine. I was really hoping the wheels would stay intact, so that way I have something to put the dollies.
That door looked like it was about to go. I was really...
That's why I want to, because there's no hood. Obviously the hood is, I guess, I'm assuming the hood's like plastic or something.
Maybe fiberglass?
Fiberglass, I guess, yeah, because the hood's melted, so I don't have to worry about that slipping out. But I wanted to go forward, because that gives me a good substantial something to jump chain the front to, and then I can dolly the back of it, you know, that way we're going into the wind and we ain't got doors flying open, we got to tie down all the doors. While I'm behind it, I'm gonna go ahead and use the boom to lift the back of the car, get my dollies set up, and then I can jump tow the front, pull around in front, you know. Get all this broke down because we won't need this anymore. My Yankum soft shackles and my Yankum sling saving the day. You know what? I've got the perfect thing for this. I'll organize this later when we get to the house. So, for those of y'all that have watched my channel, y'all have seen me use a lot of Yankum gear. One of the bigger ones. So this is one of Yankum's half-inch HD soft shackles. We're gonna use this to lift the back of this car up. So if you look, this is sharp. This is all sharp metal. That would cut a normal soft shackle, but this soft shackle has this hard chafe sleeve. So we're gonna put that on there like that. Lift this car up with it. That way it doesn't cut our soft shackle. And we don't have to have a chain or anything like that back there. Wished I would have thought about that sooner before I hooked the chain to it and drug that thing out of there. That'd been like the perfect test. So my apologies, Alan. I'll try to do better on the next one. Yankum Ropes has lost their mind. They're giving away this Toyota Tacoma. All you have to do is buy a hat or a shirt. Every dollar you spend enters you to win this thing. All right, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Shouldn't have re-engage the winches. They're gonna need them. Driver's side pulling. Extend out a little too much, because as I lift with the boom, it's gonna pull it towards us. Side of the soft shackle, so we're hooked on the chafe sleeve. Here's my driver's side winch. I did not. Set right. Alright. That's be about right there. Exhaust system is going to be an issue. I'm going to have to strap that up. And now, we're going to go ahead and start getting the dollies set up. This is the first time I've used my new in the ditch dollies that they sent me. Those there for now. So they sent me this really cool tunnel box mount that the axles hang so they're not just in the bottom of my boxes anymore. And got one more just for giggles. This piece of driftwood out the way under the exhaust. Alright, gonna have to go one more out on that. And go all the way out on that actually. There's the axle. Way out. This side of the wheels, and the bar, the dolly bar is up under here. And I've already unlocked this one to get my spade out, which I'll need back up here in a minute. So these dollies are way more simple to use than the Collins dollies. It's literally just this little cam gear right here, and it just folds right down into place. You can just lock them in like that. I don't have all the extra locks like Collins has. So we're gonna put that there like that. All the way in the narrowest position. There. So that way those are in as close as we can get. Jump up here and get this one. So we're gonna undo this this lock. Obviously. Just has little cotter pins in it right now, but if I wanted to actually lock these things, I could just put a normal padlock on here. Might have to go up with it some more. Just give me the height that I need to lift. There we go. No dolly bar needed on this one. Hoping that exhaust works for us. Straight or lead. Hard to tell. It's closed. Assuming that's straight, this side needs to come out just a little bit. Could go in on the axles a little bit if I needed to. It's pretty straight. They're off of it there. Alright, guess that's about as good as that's gonna get. No. Why even bother getting the dolly bar out? It just goes right back in there. Alright. What do you think so far?
I think you're doing a great job.
Did you think I was going to be able to tow this out of here?
No, not at all. I was like, whenever that guy was even saying like, hey, if y'all can't do it, just let me know. Like, I'm like, and then I saw it. I was like, there's no way.
There's a will, there's a way.
But I always know that you think outside of the box way more than others do. So I was like, he's got some kind of nifty plan.
Yeah, now this is a good one here. This is definitely one of the ones you gotta think outside the box on. It's on there pretty good. I'm gonna end up having to strap that up. And yeah, the doors I'm really not too worried about. Because once we get going into the wind's gonna keep the doors folded shut. The worst case, they flop around. I mean, it's not like we're in any two-lane highways or anything. There's really nowhere. There's nobody can get close enough to them, you know. Too ahead of myself here. I do need to get this spade off of here. The thing is, I can kind of lower the wheel lift down, pull the pin, and it kind of just pulls itself.
What? color do you think this car was before this happened?
What color?
Yeah. I keep looking at it and I'm like, I wonder what color it
That's
was
a good one.
before this happened.
Before it happened. I don't know.
Everybody leave their comment.
Yeah, that's a good question. Leave a comment. And just go give them a good walk around of what color do you think this thing was?
Right, caught on fire.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm kind of curious now.
We'll find out and we'll see who is right.
Yeah, so
I was thinking maroon maybe. I don't know why.
maroon.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of maroon I thought over there. I don't know where. But I was really thinking that a while ago.
We're gonna ask the customer that, and we'll find out because now I want to know. So I'm gonna try to block this thing up a little bit. I don't know how well that's gonna help us. Try to get down under the control arms. Since that's the lowest point. Got a piece of wood or something stuck under it. Give myself a little extra room to work there. Wire is right going. Cut all that off there. There goes the headlight. I know somewhere right now someone is yelling, just use the sling. And I just want you to know that I can hear you. I'm still gonna jump fan. I'm gonna run these around. Yeah. Down here. Kind of as a safety. Oh, man, that'll be my safety chains. Got ash all over me now. It's up. Get the wood blocks. Just calling me. Right up just a little bit. Not that I'm worried about hurting anything. Let me get my spare straps. These are the straps that came with the truck. I only have one of them. These are the straps that came with the truck whenever I got it from Casey. Actually, how well this is gonna. Really wished I had the type with the dog bone on them. I really need to get me a pair of those. Run this through the wheel. Something like that, maybe. Wrap through here. Maybe it gets good of a bite as possible there. This side's not going to be as easy because the side melted. Oh boy. Probably should have put the junk strap on this side. my dolly straps on this one. So I don't care as much about these. Worst case, one of these catches a cut. I'm not too concerned with it. This downwind side sucks. Roll up all this tag end here. Can. All right. Need to strap up the exhaust somehow. Super substantial here. Go there. This one just put here, I guess. So that's about as good as we're gonna get it. Let me see if I can get my tow light on it, and then we're good. Put it on the mode with the brake lights and the flashy lights. We can find a flat surface. Go. All right, guess that does it. Let's try to get on down the beach. We're coming off of the beach back onto the main road. We got a little bit more of gravel here. We're gonna let these people get going in front of us so we don't block them in. I wanna, before we get going here, I'm gonna jump out and check our straps and everything. Once we get off all the bumps here, we got a couple more bumps we're gonna hit. So far, I think the ditch dollies are handling it pretty well. They haven't even slipped or do nothing, so I'm gonna jump out here and I'm gonna check my straps. And those are all good. That's still tight. Exhaust is not dragging. It's still tight. The thing still looks like it's where it's supposed to be. Tow light's still there. So we're gonna hit the road. We're about to come off the little beach access road. We're gonna go up my wife's favorite bridge. She absolutely loves bridges, right?
No.
She's not a fan of bridges. So this like little curly Q one is like kinda not good for her. So some of you guys might remember the this bridge from the last Sergeant recovery we did. It's like unique shape. If you look, it's like a corkscrew. It goes up and around and back over and back down and around. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Why aren't you looking?
I don't need to.
Because you don't need to. It's beautiful. Look at it though.
No, thank you.
Beautiful out here. Look at it. You can see all the way around the beach. We'll be able to see better here in just a minute. You kind of see the water over there. The water is actually really pretty today. Kind of sort of see it out there. Here's the part where we come up and over the intercoastal waterway, which that's the waterway we just pulled the car off up there. You can see all the thunderstorms that are now north of us that we're going to have to drive through. That's the little town of Sargent. Caney Creek over there. Look at that. That is beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Pretty?
Yep.
She doesn't know what she's missing. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead in this one here. So if you were wondering what the color of the car was, we asked the owner and they said it was white. So if you guessed white, then you were right. I personally, I thought it was gonna be like a silver or a gray. I wanted to say white, but I I decided not to. So, what'd you say?
I said maroon.
She guessed maroon. So,
100% off.
we are making our way out here. There's a big fishing tournament going on today down here in Sargent. This weekend, actually. I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, we're gonna go ahead and end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.